All right, so we'll start with the neck muscles. So the first neck muscles are these two here that look like they make a V. That's the digastrix. The muscle deep to it that's perpendicular, that's the mylohyoid. Okay. Down here, these two muscles here that look like belts, these are the sternohyoids. Okay. Muscles here on the side, this is the sternothyroid. And then this one right here that picks up where that one left off, that's the thyrohyoid. Okay. Chest muscles here. Okay, so you can see part of the deltoid here, the clavodeltoid there. Okay. This muscle that comes from the center of the sternum all the way to the elbow. This is the pecto antebrachialis. Deep to the pecto antebrachialis here, this is the pectoralis major. The next one is the pectoralis minor, and then the final chest muscle here is the xiphohumerales. Okay. So xiphohumerales here. Okay. So this muscle right here comes from the lower back that I bisected, comes from the lower back all the way up into the armpit. This is the latissimus dorsi. Okay. Above the latissimus dorsi here, you're going to have the trapezius. So the spinotrapezius is the one right above the latissimus dorsi. The one over the scapula here is the acromiotrapezius, and the one in the neck here is the clavotrapezius. Okay. Also right here next to the trapezius you have the deltoids. The spinal deltoid right here crosses right over the top of the triceps brachii. The clavodeltoid, this is it here from the other side, and then the acromiodeltoid is the one that's deep and between the two. It says deep to them. Okay. Now in the arm, okay, you have your triceps brachii here. On the lateral side of the forearm, the muscle that's kind of embedded with these blood vessels here, this is the brachioradialis. Okay, next to the brachioradialis is going to be the extensor carpi radialis. Next to that in the cat is the extensor digitorum communis. Next to that is the extensor digitorum lateralis. And then finally, coming from the lateral epicondyle here, you have the extensor carpi ulnaris. Okay. The next muscle is this one here, and notice that it's not coming from the lateral epicondyle. It's coming from the medial epicondyle. So this is going to be a flexor. This is the flexor carpi ulnaris. Next to that is a big, giant, shiny one here, which is the palmaris longus. Okay. Next to that, and a little deep right here, is the flexor carpi radialis. Right here. And then you see this little, what looks like a little hill right here. That's the pronator teres. Okay. Now inside the upper arm here, underneath the clavodeltoid right here, this is the biceps brachii. Okay. Leg. Two most superficial muscles here on the leg, sartorius and gracilis. Okay. Deep to the sartorius, or excuse me, deep to the gracilis here, you have the adductor longus here, the adductor femoris, which is the bigger triangle here, and then the two medial hamstrings. Semimembranosus is the bigger one, semitendinosus is the smaller one. Deep to the sartorius, you have the quadriceps. So here's the vastus medialis, the rectus femoris in the middle, and then the vastus lateralis on the lateral side. Over the top of the vastus lateralis, just like in the human, you have this big long tendon attached to a short muscle. That's the tensor fascia lata. Okay. Right here is the large lateral hamstring muscle of the cat, the biceps femoris. I didn't even check these. Not quite as good as I've seen, but right in here inside this connective tissue here, this is the gluteus medius, and then superficial to that right up here is the gluteus maximus. In the lower leg, okay, You have the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius here. Deep to that is the soleus. Next, with this big shiny tendon, is the fibularis longus. Next to that and deep is the extensor digitorum longus. And then the final one here is the tibialis anterior. On the other side of that is tibia.